Hi guys, thanks for watching. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I come up with a lot of content, how I'm able to create this content, how you can use a few simple apps that in many cases I'm going to come up with a load of free apps that you can use that can generate content either for your YouTube channel or for your social media posting, or maybe lead magnets that you want to create if you want to create your own lead magnets, or whatever, or blog posts or whatever. So I'm gonna give you some simple apps that you can use, most of which are free. I'm going to touch on some other apps that are not free, but you don't have to use those necessarily. But these free apps that I'm going to teach you will actually allow you to churn out content at lightning speed. It's going to be really useful for you. So if you're a marketer and you perhaps you want to come up with some content, you don't know what to produce, you need some ideas, you need to, how do you, not only am I going to show you how to create all this content, but I'm also going to show you how to come up with ideas. Even if you've got absolutely no idea whatsoever what you're going to talk about, what you're going to generate, if you have no idea what people want, I'm going to show you how to really come up with unlimited ideas on how to generate, content. And then once you've got those ideas, then you can turn those ideas into physical downloads or physical, blog posts, or even physical, just, endless posts that you can post on social media, or, what you want to do on your next YouTube video upload, what kind of content you want to produce. So I'm going to cover all this. Okay. And if you watch to the end, I'm going to give you a free funnel that you can rebrand that not only, that you can use for free, but it's going to also give you ideas on how to allow you to actually create your very own rebrander tool that your downline, your team are going to be able to rebrand your content that you create. Okay, some of this content you could create in literally 5 minutes, okay, without any writing. You don't have to do any of the writing yourself. You can come up with in literally 5 minutes. I'm going to give you some few ideas on how to do that, how to generate the content. Even if you've got no idea what kind of content you want to create, you're going to be able to do this. So it's really useful. These are some of the documents, some of the lead magnets. I call them lead magnets because that's exactly what they are. They allow me to do whatever I want with them. I can put the lead magnets into a funnel if I want. I can entice people to join my business, and then if they join and upgrade and sign up or whatever, then they get a gift or whatever, that kind of thing, And also, when you're creating a funnel and you're trying to promote your primary business, rather than leading with your primary business, you might want to just create a funnel that actually gives them a free gift on the inside as a way to say thank you for giving them giving you their email address and name, and then in return you give them a free gift, a piece of value that helps to kind of like build up that know, like, and trust, and then they're more likely to sort of become more, interested in what other things you're doing, such as your primary business. So that's really the purpose of this. But you could use this content generation to come up with what you're going to post onto YouTube, what content you want to post on social media like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, what content you want to post on your next blog post that you want to come up with. If you want to post a blog post every single day that's unique and personal from you. So first of all, I'm going to start with one really simple free app that I love to use. I've used it for years. This is Otter. Okay, this app here is called Otter. And I've used it for many years. I used it since about 2017. I'm actually a pro member, but another way you can actually get a pro membership is by promoting this. If you sign somebody up, they'll give you a pro membership, okay, which is really, really cool. And I've done that, many times. I've managed to sign people up with this, and it's given me a pro membership. But I decided to upgrade because actually the price is really, really reasonable. It's amazing what this app will allow you to do. And it also comes with a free mobile app as well. It'll basically transcribe any audio or video or spoken text into, spoken audio. So, if you use the mobile app, for example, you can just speak into your phone and it'll immediately come up in perfect text. I say perfect, but it really depends on how clear your voice is. But I just talk normally. I just talk normally, and it's really, really amazing. So let me just show you an example. So I uploaded a video, okay, a video file. Actually, it was this particular video, okay. As you can see. Hi guys, now I'm going to talk about traffic generation and advertising your business. I'm going to talk about how you're going to be able to potentially generate sales today, tomorrow, using this particular traffic, because this is high quality traffic, guys. You're going to be able to target buyers. So, why am I showing you this? I was talking about PDFs and I was talking about lead magnets before. Now I'm just showing you a video. So how does this relate? Well, basically, once you have a way to convert audio into text, I personally, I don't know about you guys, I hate typing. Okay, I hate writing stuff out. I hate typing. I'm actually dyslexic, so I struggle. I don't mind talking. I don't mind speaking. So if I'm going to be creating a video, I don't want to have to write out a lot of text at the same time. I would prefer to create a video or maybe an audio or something where I'm speaking, because I know the topic in my head. It's a lot easier, and then I can grab that text and then I can use that text into either subtitles or a PDF document or a set of bullet points or whatever. And then once you convert it into text, so let me show you. This is the text that it spits out. It's really good quality text. It punctuates it. It capitalizes whatever it needs to. It seems to understand what it is you're talking about, because sometimes in the English language or any language, I'm sure, it will you've got cases where certain things pronounce the same, but they have different meanings. But for some reason, it understands the context and the nuance of your language, and it'll actually, it's got some kind of really clever AI technology with this, so it really does an incredible thing. It's the best I've seen. I've seen a lot of sort of this stuff, but it's what the most important thing is. It really saves you a lot of time. If you want to come up with some text and you don't want to type it all out, and you're not a very fast typer, and I could then, now that I've converted that video into text, I could convert this entire thing into a PDF document. I could hack it and hash it around. I could do whatever I want with it. I could take stuff out and post little bits of it onto social media, whatever, But the point I'm saying is that if you want to just speak into the this app and then convert what it is into text, you could come up with hundreds of posts that you're gonna that you could then post on a daily basis onto social media. You could have weeks or months of content all done literally within half an hour or within 10 minutes or within 20 minutes. Just speak into the app, have that content done, and it saves you a lot of time. Or you could use it as a blog post. You could, you can convert a video into a blog post. Now, I'm showing you examples of what I do. I use my own videos and stuff like that, because you don't want to go onto YouTube and start copying other people's content. Yeah. Now, there's no harm in curating other people's content, making sure that you do your own twist. All right, but don't copy other people's content. That's just something I should just put out there. Another app that I like to use, and sometimes, obviously the great thing about Otter is that it can convert a video or an audio file or whatever you're speaking into text. But what if you want to come up with some ideas? You've got no idea what you want to talk about, what you want to do a video about, or whatever. You need some ideas. Well, here's another app that I like to use. It's called, hold on a minute. Let me just go back to the home page. So it's called answerthepublic.com. Okay, answerthepublic.com. What it means is it allows you to type in a keyword, anything, for example, I don't know, type in a keyword, earn online or whatever, click generate, and it comes up with questions or phrases that people are actually searching for on social media or on search engines. And then you can come down here and you can just get a good idea as to what people are talking about, what people what people want to know about, what questions people are asking. So to me, this is really useful. I definitely highly recommend it. Gives you some ideas. So earn money, home without investment, whatever. Um, so you get the idea there. So that gives you some ideas. And the other thing is it's great for um, coming up, doing search engine optimization because or SEO. So, whether you're uploading a video onto YouTube or if you're creating a blog post, you need keyword phrases in order to boost your chances of ranking high. And by simply copying phrases into your keyword phrase box when you're uploading a video or uploading a blog post, you need to come up with search engine phrases that actual and real people are searching for. So that's useful. The next thing I would like to talk about is private label right articles, okay, or ebooks. So this is a great website. It's called plrdatabase.net. Okay, and you can get a lot of stuff in here for free. Now, some people frown upon private label right articles or PDFs because they think it's just cheating. It's not cheating. Professional writers do this. They outsource a lot of work. This is just a great way, and I'm not saying that this stuff is of high, extremely high quality content. Some of it is pretty good. But the way you use private label right articles or content or, ebooks is it is better to edit it. It's better to put your own twist in there. Okay. So that's, if you're looking for, I don't know, if you're looking for make money online, it'll bring up content that you can use. A better way to search is go to the marketplace here, okay, and then go down to advanced search, and then you can put in the product type, for example, free products. Okay, I'm just doing this for people who don't want to pay the money. It's a good investment, but it's up to you. But let's look for free products just to prove to you that this is a good site that will give you instant content. Maybe, for example, ebooks, select category. I'm just going to, for example, do, okay, affiliate marketing. And then right here, I was going to put in the private label rights. The reason being is, you don't have to, but, you could just select giveaway rights if you just want to give away stuff, and that's fine. You might get some more results, but private label rights basically gives you the permission to do absolutely anything you want with it. You can edit the content, and that's what I'm really talking about here is that, if you can edit the content, you can put your own twist in there. You can brand yourself. You can put your own links in the documents, and have total control of it. So let's do a quick search. Okay, so we've got 17 results. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this, guys, is because, it's all free. This is free stuff. You can download it. Okay. And, this was done February 1st, 2021. So it's reasonably reasonable content. And this is another reason why I think that, if you have the permission to edit it, you can make it more up to date. You can make it more your own. You can brand it with your own logo and banners and stuff like that, and links to your own affiliate links and stuff like that. And you can even allow your team to rebrand the stuff as well. Make sure that you read clearly the license, as to what you're allowed to do. Okay, don't download stuff and it clearly states that you're not allowed to do certain things. They all have their different licensing, and if you get caught doing stuff you're not allowed to do, then you can get penalized. Okay, but if generally in 99.9% of the time, private label rights license means that you can pretty much do anything you want, but still read the terms and conditions. Each different individual product that you download will have different license conditions. Okay, so you need to read that and just decide if you're allowed to do it. Don't ask me if if you're allowed to do X, Y, Z with a certain product. Decide by yourself. I haven't got time to tell you if you're allowed to do something. This is not my site. This is a site that you can ask the support if you want. It's up to you. But it tells you in detail what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. So sign up, join, and check this out. It's a good platform to get you some content, even if it's just a case of curating or taking little bits out. If as long as you're allowed to do that. Again, read the license and terms and conditions. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be ebook. You could select articles. Articles are pretty good. You got graphics, you got scripts, you got all kinds of things. So you could put articles in there, and then search. It doesn't seem to have articles available for this particular category. So you could change that to all. Okay, so you've got a lot more options. The thing with articles is that they usually give you them in a huge pack. And within that pack, they've probably got what you're looking for. Not all of it is. Some of it might be weight loss. Some of it might be network marketing. Some of it might be making money online. Some of it might be cryptocurrency related or whatever. So, download the entire package or whatever, and just see what they've got. Sometimes, with the articles, there's probably a big package you can download. So yeah, just have a look at that. Just depends. But like here, it's got 242 private label right articles. Actually, 2,440. I don't know. So, just have a browse around. I mean, it's free, so sign up and get a free account. I've actually got a pro account. Actually, it was really quite reasonable. So the next app I want to talk about is LeadsLeap. Most of you know that I use LeadsLeap to create my funnels, and it's got a built-in mailing list system. I've earned, I've been involved for a couple of years in this particular account. I joined years and years and years ago, but I didn't do anything with the platform. And then I rejoined under someone who was going to be more kind of helpful when I was getting started with LeadsLeap. So I joined under a new person and deleted my old account. But since then, I've earned, a reasonable amount. But it's not really a money maker. Well, it is. You can make money with it, but I don't use it as that. I'm more interested in just making sure that my team are catered for with all their marketing needs. And the great thing about this platform is it allows you to create funnels that you can then pass on using share codes to your team. Okay, this is what I'm all about, is making sure that all the marketing content that I create is shareable. Okay, that's really the purpose of this video, is how you can create content that you can then pass on and rebrand and share with your team. So LeadsLeap is definitely a great thing. And these funnels, for example, that I've created, hold on a minute, there. The funnels that you can use, you can download. For example, take this one. They're all individual funnels that I've created, all created with LeadsLeap using the drag and drop editor. Really good, and you can use this for free. Okay, so you can join them for free, and then when you use this, you can get my share code right here. And also the individual funnels themselves have their own individual share codes. Okay, so you can just pick. You don't need the whole thing, and then in time you may grab several of these downloads and then build a funnel out of it. But I've already done the share codes for you, so pick out one share code at a time, and you don't get overwhelmed. And then set up your funnel and use that as a lead magnet. You can rebrand the lead magnets as well, and get started with your marketing journey. So that really concludes. Now, what I was going to, as I promised, I wanted to share this funnel with you, because what this funnel will allow you to do is how to convert any content into your very own viral lead magnet. Okay, now that's what I'm all about. Okay, I create the content, and I allow my downline, my team, to rebrand that content. But now what I'm doing is I'm taking a step further, and I'm giving you that tool, the entire brander tool, that allows you to not only create the content, but it also allows you to allow your team to rebrand the content that you've created. And you get that on the inside of that funnel. This is what it looks like. You can join the platform, get my share codes, and then go to the back here, and then get the share codes from in here, get the banners, and then put in your, this is the PDF rebrander tool, which is, you rebrand the PDF and download the tool, and you can use the funnel. But what you're also getting is you're getting the entire tool, the actual tool, which is here. This is a Rebrandio. This is a full-blown tool. It's not free, obviously, but it's not expensive at all, and it'll allow you to convert any document that you create. Okay, as we've been talking about how to create content. You know, if you create your own PDF using any software, like, you know, you could go onto Google Docs and create your content into a form of a document, and then you can upload that document onto Rebrandio, and then configure a few special tags, and then it'll convert it into PDF, and that PDF will be a rebrandable report that your team can rebrand your report, you know, and it's this tool that will allow you to do that. It'll become the master of your entire PDF report, allowing your team to rebrand your content. Okay, so you'll have an army of people rebranding your content. That's what this tool is for. But I also give you the funnel here that you can actually promote this tool as well. So you know, get on the links below. Look forward to working with you. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this these recommendations, this training, these tutorials. I'm going to do some more tutorials like this, and you know, comment below if you've got any questions. But more importantly, please give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel. It really helps and supports me. That way I can get motivated and bring out more content like this. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next training. Bye for now.